What if the very genes that gave us our unique human intelligence, the ability to speak, to reason, to create, also made us susceptible to autism? It sounds counterintuitive, but a prominent evolutionary theory suggests that autism spectrum disorder isn't a flaw, but an ancient evolutionary trade-off. And what about those strange claims, the so-called telepathy tapes, suggesting that some autistic minds might connect in ways science can't yet explain? Let's separate what's known, what's theory, and what's pure speculation. Autism spectrum disorder affects about 1 in 127 people worldwide. The number continues to rise as diagnostic criteria is now broader and awareness was increased. It's not a single condition, but a spectrum of differences in communication, perception, and sensory experience. Over the past decade, scientists have found that many genes linked to autism overlap with the very genes that shaped the human brain's expansion and complexity. In other words, autism might not be separate from our evolutionary story. It may be part of it. Did you know some autism-linked genes are 500 million years old? In 2025, researchers studying brain cells discovered what they called a human-accelerated neuron type, called layer intratelencephalic, or L2/3 IT neurons, responsible for higher thinking and language. These neurons evolved unusually fast compared to those in other species. The very traits that make them so adaptive, more flexible, more interconnected, also appear in studies of autism. A Yale study found that autistic brains have about 17% fewer synapses on average. That might sound negative, but fewer synapses can also mean more efficient wiring. Autism isn't about having more or less brain. It's about different architecture, altered timing, density, and energy flow. These are the same parameters evolution has been tweaking for millions of years. So, what was the benefit? Researchers speculate that the gene's new expression levels helped with two major evolutionary advantages: slowing brain development. A longer childhood period for brain development is linked to more complex, sophisticated thinking. Increasing cognitive capacity. It enhanced our capacity for language and advanced reasoning. The cost? The very same genetic changes that supercharge the human brain also made it more sensitive to disruptions, resulting in a higher likelihood of neurodevelopmental differences, what we now call the autism spectrum. The Telepathy Tapes is a viral podcast claiming that some non-speaking autistic individuals can communicate telepathically. The stories are powerful, parents connecting with children for the first time, astonishingly accurate exchanges, even alleged mind-to-mind communication tests. But every experiment so far has used facilitated communication, a technique where an assistant helps the person spell or type responses. And that's the problem. In double-blind studies, facilitator influence, conscious or not, can account for the results. So far, no telepathy experiment has passed rigorous scientific testing. How could those tests be performed on non-verbal persons? Maybe using artificial intelligence and quantum communication. The startup Neuroba is currently trying to develop algorithms that will allow messages to be delivered more accurately. This could be a breakthrough in the medical field, with patients who are unable to speak, still having the ability to communicate by using just their brains, whose messages will be translated by a computer. Extraordinary claims demand extraordinary evidence. The telepathy tapes reveal something real, but not necessarily telepathy. They show our deep hunger to understand communication beyond words. Science hasn't proven mind-to-mind transmission yet, but it has uncovered new ways autistic people perceive the world. Unique sensory processing, pattern recognition, and enhanced memory. These are profound cognitive variations, not proof of psychic power, most scientists say. What if it's proof of advanced communication skill? Aliens are believed to communicate, beyond other theories, by telepathy. Ultimately, this theory reframes our understanding of autism. It suggests that autism isn't just an error. It may be an integral part of the intense natural selection that created the uniquely complex human brain. The very existence of neurodiversity may be a consequence of the journey that made us the way we are. The future of understanding the human mind depends on curiosity and compassion. Do you think autism offers clues to how human intelligence evolved? Are these differences part of our next step in evolution, or something we're only beginning to understand? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into curiosity.